from being together, although we were still stressing about the results of the election and people were, in a way, there was a certain kind of need to connect.
Barack Obama's private life has never been under greater scrutiny. For months now, rumors have been swirling about his allegedly crumbling marriage, shocking allegations regarding his personal choices, and even questions about a new romantic entanglement involving none other than Jennifer Aniston. The whispers haven't quieted down. If anything, they've only become louder, fueled by reports of Michelle Obama's conspicuous absences and the unsettling possibilities that lie beneath the surface. Is this all just tabloid fodder meant to stir up sensational headlines? Or could these rumors contain fragments of truth? Each story seems more outrageous than the last, but the sheer number of them and the insistence of certain sources has left observers genuinely confused. One thing is certain, there's more to this evolving saga than meets the eye. When people think of Barack and Michelle Obama, they often picture a seemingly ideal partnership, two accomplished individuals who conquered the political stage together. But lately, the image of a rock-solid union has been overshadowed by persistent talk of a looming divorce. Much of the speculation intensified when Michelle was noticeably absent from certain major events. Critics pointed out that her failure to appear at the funeral of a former president raised eyebrows, especially when she stayed on an extended vacation elsewhere instead. Skeptics questioned whether Michelle's absence was a sign of deep marital tension, or if it was simply a scheduling conflict blown out of proportion. Either way, the rumor mill churned with the claim that she was deliberately distancing herself from the public side of Barack's life. Then came her absence at another high-profile gathering, and the whispers grew even louder. To many onlookers, it appeared that the former First Lady was removing herself from her husband's world for reasons beyond a packed calendar. It didn't help that Michelle also made fewer joint appearances around the time of her book promotion for The Light We Carry. Some wondered if a strategic PR move was at play. Perhaps they were trying to keep any real marital issues hidden behind the celebratory glow of a successful book launch. Others, however, believed the simplest explanation, that a decade in the political spotlight had worn both of them down, and separate projects were simply a way to breathe. Still, the speculation reached a fever pitch when certain well-known figures, including media personalities and even politicians' children, spoke publicly about hearing serious divorce rumors. The fact that a few respected journalists echoed these claims only fueled the fire. Were they all being duped by tabloid gossip, or was there something genuinely amiss in the Obama household? The stage was set for a dramatic new twist, and that's when Jennifer Aniston's name entered the conversation. But that wasn't the only surprise waiting in the wings. Jennifer Aniston found herself thrust into the spotlight in a way she never could have anticipated. Overnight, rumors began to swirl that she was the other woman, the person allegedly capturing Barack Obama's attention while Michelle remained elsewhere. Tabloids picked up the story with shocking speed, splashing headlines about Aniston's supposed involvement in the Obama's marital trouble. One particular magazine ran a cover story insinuating that Jen was at the heart of Barack's personal life. They painted a picture of secret phone calls, private meetings, and a growing emotional bond that left Michelle feeling betrayed. Naturally, the idea that a former president and one of Hollywood's biggest stars were entangled in an affair was too sensational for the media to ignore. In no time, online forums and social media sites were buzzing with theories about how this unlikely pair could have ended up together. Some so-called insiders claimed that the two had been growing close for years, bonding over philanthropy and social causes. Others alleged that they first became acquainted through mutual friends in the entertainment industry. While most of the stories were vague and contradictory, one theme remained consistent. Michelle Obama's rumored jealousy was at a boiling point. According to whispers, she had cautioned Jen to stay away, fueling speculation of heated confrontations behind closed doors. Predictably, none of this stood on solid ground. The theories hinged on secondhand accounts, half-hidden quotes, and sensational headlines. Yet the speed and intensity of the chatter were enough to rattle even the most steadfast observers. If there was no truth at all to the rumors, why were they still persisting? That question hung in the air, stoking curiosity about what was really happening behind the scenes. And as the public devoured each headline, Jennifer Aniston decided it was time to speak up. Jennifer Aniston is no stranger to the rumor mill. From her relationships with high-profile exes to countless tabloid stories about her private life, she's been at the center of sensational speculation for decades. But even she admitted that the allegations linking her to Barack Obama were on a different level entirely. Initially, her team considered brushing off the gossip as they had many times before. It's common practice in Hollywood to either issue a curt, no comment, or ignore absurd headlines until they fade on their own. However, Jen took the stories more seriously this time, partly because they involved a former U.S. president and partly out of respect for Michelle Obama. She knew firsthand how damaging rumors of infidelity could be, especially given her own past experiences in the public eye. She quickly and vehemently denied any relationship with Barack, calling the speculation both baseless and bizarre. She told those closest to her that she had met him only a handful of times in very public, professional settings, and that there was no chance these rumors had any foundation. Still, her denial only seemed to embolden some conspiracy theorists who speculated that she was covering up an affair for the sake of public appearances. In private, Jen was reportedly more baffled than anything else. She couldn't quite comprehend how a story of this magnitude had taken flight without any concrete proof. According to one insider, she was worried that the false rumors would stir tension between her and Michelle, two women who had no actual conflict until these headlines erupted. That sense of empathy led her to speak up more forcefully than she usually does. But Jen's denial only solved half the puzzle. People still wondered if the real story was unfolding somewhere else. Well before these rumors involving Jennifer Aniston, the Obamas themselves had opened up about their marital challenges. They talked openly about how stressful life became once Barack stepped onto the national political stage. Michelle admitted that while her husband was busy with Senate work and eventually the presidency, she was left juggling both her own career aspirations and the day-to-day responsibility of raising their daughters. She didn't shy away from describing periods in their marriage that felt deeply unhappy. In more than one interview, Michelle candidly recalled the isolation she felt, especially when Barack's schedule left her to manage most of the parenting tasks. The friction these demands placed on their relationship was no secret. In fact, Michelle once confessed there were times she struggled to stand her husband's presence because their roles felt so unbalanced. Barack, for his part, noted that Michelle never relished the spotlight of politics. While he had an appetite for change on a grand scale, she was more cautious about the exposure and the toll it would take on their family. He shared anecdotes of tense conversations at home, where Michelle bluntly asked how much more of their private life they had to surrender for his political ambitions. Their honesty about these challenges earned them admiration from some, who saw it as evidence that even the most high-profile couples grapple with ordinary marital woes. Others used the Obama statements as proof that the marriage was more fragile than it appeared. So when the divorce rumors ramped up, many pointed to those older interviews, claiming that the couple's rocky past might have finally reached a breaking point. Still, there was another piece of the puzzle that people found even more shocking. Just as talk of an alleged affair with Jennifer Aniston gained momentum, a different and far more explosive rumor resurfaced. A man claiming to have had intimate encounters with Barack Obama before his presidency returned to the public spotlight, insisting that these experiences were real and had been ignored by the mainstream media for years. This individual's story, whether credible or not, never seemed to change, which gave it a lingering, unsettling effect. Critics questioned the timing of this reemergence. Some speculated that the sudden swirl of rumors about Jennifer Aniston might be a convenient distraction, a story outlandish enough to pull focus away from the allegations surrounding Barack's private life. The logic was simple. A secret affair with a Hollywood star could overshadow a story about hidden aspects of the former president's identity, especially one involving claims of same-sex activities. Internet sleuths dug up every interview and statement the accuser had ever made. They pointed out that in each retelling, he spoke of specific times, places, and scenarios that, if false, would be easily disprovable. Yet the mainstream press rarely touched the story with more than a cursory mention, fueling conspiracy theories that some powerful entity was muzzling those claims. Meanwhile, supporters of the Obamas labeled the allegations a thinly veiled attempt at character assassination. They questioned the accusers' credibility, motivation, and track record. To them, the entire story was a circus built on baseless rumors, an attempt to tarnish a historic legacy. But the coincidence of these two separate controversies, divorce rumors and potential hidden secrets, made some observers wonder if there was a bigger orchestrated plan at play. The question, of course, is whether any of it holds weight, or if it's all part of a grand distraction. In situations where outlandish stories seem to multiply, it's often wise to look at who stands to benefit. Why would new rumors about Jennifer Aniston crop up precisely when old allegations regarding Barack's personal life were threatening to resurface? Is it possible that the divorce chatter, the affair stories, and the claims about Barack's secret encounters were all being manipulated to achieve a certain goal, such as harming the Obamas' reputation, diverting attention from other issues, or simply selling tabloid covers? One theory proposes that the Obama brand has long been a political lightning rod. With Michelle and Barack remaining influential public figures, it doesn't take much to spark controversy. Speculation about their marriage and private life can be an easy way to grab headlines, especially in a slow news cycle. Whether the rumors are orchestrated by political opponents or sensationalist media outlets is an open question, but the result is the same. The public becomes more interested in salacious gossip than in verifiable facts. Another angle suggests that sometimes high-profile individuals might welcome certain stories if they distract from something more damaging. This perspective holds that if the Obamas truly feared the resurfacing of more serious allegations, the affair rumor, while embarrassing, might feel like a lesser evil. However, that line of reasoning is purely speculative and relies on the assumption that the couple themselves would be willing to encourage damaging gossip to bury an even worse scandal. Regardless, many observers can't help but notice the peculiar timing. It's almost as if each rumor neatly arrives just when the previous one is heating up. The affair storyline competes with the divorce storyline, which competes with the hidden life storyline, leaving the public uncertain where to look. In an age of clickbait headlines and never-ending online chatter, such confusion might be exactly what some groups want. And as questions continue to swirl, we're left to consider how much is smoke and how much is fire. All the speculation, ranging from the Obama divorce rumors to the shocking tales of a supposed affair with Jennifer Aniston, paints a picture that's either deeply troubling or downright absurd. The Obamas themselves have never presented their marriage as picture-perfect. They've openly discussed the strained politics put on their relationship. Yet, those challenges alone don't prove they're teetering on the brink of splitting up. Meanwhile, the idea of Barack secretly dating a Hollywood superstar might be headline gold, but it lacks any tangible proof beyond the chatter of tabloids and unnamed insiders. Still, questions linger about why these rumors have endured for so long. Is there an element of truth somewhere beneath the gossip, or is it all a testament to how easily sensational stories can take on a life of their own? Ultimately, only the Obamas know the real state of their marriage. As for Jennifer Aniston, she has made it clear she wants no part in these claims. Until more concrete evidence appears, the drama remains a swirl of half-truths and speculation, a mirror of modern celebrity culture, where headlines can overshadow reality in the blink of an eye. In the end, it's up to each viewer to decide whether these stories hold any weight or if they're merely an elaborate distraction. Sometimes, the most intriguing part of a mystery is that it keeps you guessing. And if one lesson can be taken from this ongoing saga, it's that fame and power make for a heady combination, and the rumor mill never sleeps.